Okay, so Mr. Liggett just went over the front side of the sketching activity with you. And you've drawn horizontal lines, practiced some lettering, done some 45-degree angles, symmetry, circles, three-dimension. We're ready now to start the back side of this piece of paper. And when we do the back side, and I'm just going to grab a different sheet here. When we do the back side, this time we're not going to put a border on it. We're just going to break this into 4 boxes. Just 4 boxes. We want 4 nice boxes on here. And there are different ways to do this. Mr. Liggett may have shown you one way. I'm going to show you another way. But like I said, there's multiple ways to do the same activity. So the first thing that I want to do is find center of this workspace right here. So with a nice sharp pencil, I'm going to estimate corner to corner a very light, what we're going to call a construction line. And I'm going to do the same thing right here so that I get an X approximately in the middle. I'm then going to take this and kind of find the center here, trying to get these 2 sides the same. And when I look at that, I can tell that it's not exactly even. So I'm going to adjust this little mark until both sides are even. I'm going to do the same thing here. Again, it's a sketch. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to kind of make it look neat and as accurate as we can get it. I now have 3 spots on this piece of paper, and I'm just going to connect them. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line, sketching line, missed the X a little, but that's okay. I'm more interested in just trying to get this as even as possible. Okay? And the next thing I'm going to do is I want to break this box into fourths. So I'm going to try to come with a line across. So when I look at this, I'm going to estimate where the halfway point would be and where the halfway point would be on this side. And once I'm kind of happy with it, I'm going to take this and sketch this. And I'm actually going to try to look at the top edge of the piece of paper as I sketch. I'm going to look at my boxes, and they're not perfect, but they're okay. They'll work for what we want to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually darken these lines in, changing them from a construction line to more of a visible line. Just kind of clean things up a little bit. And this one, I feel like it could be moved over a little bit. So I'm just going to take this. It's not a big deal to erase it, especially when you draw it lightly. And I'm just going to come over a little bit more. So that I have 4 boxes, and they're not bad. Okay, I'm now going to take each one of these boxes and break it into 4 boxes, because we're going to have one drawing in here, a drawing here, here, and here. So we're going to have 4 separate drawings. So again, easiest way to find center is corner to corner. I'm going to estimate that. And I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to sketch it across. That all the way across this way. That's one section. I'm going to do the same thing here. Estimate corner to corner, really light. I can carry this line right over. I'm looking at the top edge of the piece of paper to try to keep it parallel. And then I want to find center going this way. And then again over here, corner to corner, estimating. And I'm going to bring this line right down. You may want to just carry that line all the way down when you draw it the first time. So again, different ways to do it. I like kind of working with this smaller section. And this one, let me try. I'll just carry it right over. and I'll carry this right across. So there, didn't even find center on this one. Don't get real sketchy, just kind of. So now I have these 4, 8, 12, 16 little squares on my paper. I'm going to kind of clean up that little X I just drew. Okay. And now there's going to be, like I said, one drawing going here. Well, what you need to do in the upper right-hand corner of each of these 4 main quadrants is you need to sketch a 45-degree angle in this box. This is a reflection line, and you actually practiced this on the drawing when you were working here. So if you look, you can see this is a perfect 45. Mr. Liggett did a really nice job. You can see it's kind of half of 90. If you put the other half on there, you would have a perfect square. So what we're going to do is, this is a perfect 45 right here. But this is a sketching activity. You can see that it doesn't go all the way to the corner of the box that I drew. So I'm going to have to estimate and keep this at 90 and try to keep this at 45. That's not bad. That looks kind of like a 45-degree angle. That kind of looks like this. This is known as a reflection line. I'm going to put one of those in the corner of each of these 4 boxes. Look at how slanted this one is. This got a little wide on me. If I put this here, look where that falls. It's way off the corner. So I know that I don't want to be all the way to this corner. That won't be a 45, and that won't help us. We need to make it look like this corner is 45 degrees. So when you look at that, that's kind of a 45 degree, and I have to do it here. And I have to do it here. So if you look at that, you can see it's not bad, not bad. Okay, and now what I want you to do is, in the lower left-hand corner of each of the 4 boxes, you're going to label this. And this is where our front view is going to go. So I'm going to put an 1/8 of an inch line here, and I'm going to label this front view. Right above the front view is the top view. So in this box, you're going to have a top view drawing. Try to keep this lettering about an 1/8 of an inch high. If you go a little bit smaller or a little bit bigger, that's okay, but you wouldn't want this to be huge lettering. You're not going to have enough room in there to draw what we need to do. And so on this side, if this is the front view, this is the top view, this is my right hand, this is the right side, so this is the right side view. And we have to do that, 3 more times. So this here, this is the front view. This is the top view. And this is the right side. You can get your lettering nice and neat. It really makes a statement. It makes the drawing look so much better. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put a little guideline, really light line. You don't want these to be super dark. I'm going to put another one here. and here. And while I'm doing these, I'm just going to continue right across. That kind of speeds it up a little. I'm trying to keep it parallel. Again, it's not perfect, but we want you to try to make an effort. Show us the effort. Okay, this is the front view. This is the right side view. You get better at this as you keep doing it, and then this is the top view. And then one last set to do. This is the front view. This is the right side view. And this is the top view. Okay. When you look at it, it's not bad. I mean, I can clean it up a little bit, and if something is real light, if I want to darken in some of this reflection line so it shows a little more, now is the time to kind of get it all looking nice and neat, and you can do that on your